Hey guys, welcome back to Smoking My Mind, the channel where we delve into various topics. Wow, I don't know which side I should spark it up. The other side, while we smoke some weed and enlighten our minds. Okay, without further ado, let's do this. Episode 5 is Top 7 Cannabis Themed Movies Part 2. There were so many movies that I enjoyed, I needed to do a second parter to this series. It just couldn't be done once. And yet again, this episode is dedicated to Fabian and Wayne, as was the previous. And thank you again, David, for being a loyal subscriber. Much appreciated to have such dedicated fans by my side. Always a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoy this. I did this specifically to entertain. Without further ado, let's get to the countdown. Number 7 is Fast Times at Ridgemont High, a classic. Came back out in 1982. And the main guy that I remember is Jeff Spicoli. He was played by Sean Penn. His major loves were surfing and getting high. And he's always facing off against Mr. Hand, who is played by Ray Walston, who also played in one of my favorite all-time old shows, My Favorite Martian, with Bill Bixby, who played the Incredible Hulk in the 70s. A lot of good stuff. But in this movie, Mr. Hand is always facing off with Jeff Spicoli. He's a firm teacher who has no patience for pot smokers who slack off at all. So he gets back at him big time. Gets everything he's owed out of Mr. Spicoli. But the funniest scene is him going into the spot, fast food joint, with no shirt, no shoes, no dies. Hope you enjoy it. Number 6 is Cheech and Chong's next movie. Came out in 1980. No, there had to be another Cheech and Chong movie in there. The unending stoners Cheech and Chong barreled through LA, wreaking havoc wherever they go. It starts out when Cheech gets fired. So the two pot stars head to the welfare office where Cheech's girlfriend, Donna, played by Evelyn Guerrero, they went where she worked to see if something could be done. And instead of getting unemployment, they're on the street trying to hustle for some income. The real fun begins when Cheech's cousin, Red Mendoza, gets there. Then all hell breaks loose. It's just fun times while being stoned. But the honest truth is that the weed today is more potent than the one back then. So they actually weren't getting as high as we are right now. It's a shame. Well, that's not true. Tommy Chong still smokes. He actually grows his own stuff. I've seen that he has his own supply. So that's what's up. Number 5 is Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. Came out in 2008. Yes, another Harold and Kumar movie hit the countdown. Well, after these two pot enthusiasts, played by Kal Penn and John Cho, attempt to smuggle a bong on board a flight to Amsterdam, they are arrested as terrorists. I guess they thought it was a bomb instead of a bong. After making a miraculous escape, Harold and Kumar head to Texas through Florida, where they try to convince Harold's friend that has connections to get them out of the dilemma. His friend's played by Eric Winter. The only trouble is Harold's friend is about to marry Kumar's ex-girlfriend, who's played by Danielle Harris. So that's got to be interesting. A whole triangle going on there. But silly comedy, but still pretty funny. Guys, if you think that I'm missing anything, or you want to add on or comment, please do. I do read the comments as they come in and respond to them as quickly as I can. So just let me know. And hope you're enjoying yourself. As always, guys, it's that time for the musical interlude. For those who need that time to spark up. Let's do this. Enjoy the music. Number 4, Dazed and Confused, came back out in 1993. Good stuff. This movie is about a group of disorderly teens that reside in Austin, Texas. They're celebrating their last day of high school in 1976. So it's dated back. This, ooh, it's, I was a year old. Well, the graduating class heads to a popular pool hall and join a keg party. However, the star football player Randall Pink Floyd, played by Jason London, has promised to only focus on the game and not partying. It's probably difficult with, all the partying going on. Meanwhile, the freshmen try not to get hazed by the seniors. Of course, it's a tradition. I got freaking hazed, trust me. High school was rough for me. That's when I took up martial arts at the age of 15. So I've been doing it for a lot of years. I should have a video from about a year or so ago of a test martial arts on this playlist on my channel. So check it out if you want to see some of the skills. And you'll hear some of the music as well. You'll recognize one of the songs. It's the theme song to this show. But the seniors tried to avoid a vicious bully named Fred O'Banion. That was played by Ben Affleck, of course. You know, had to make a role. But yeah, that's number 4, and go check it out. Number 3, Super High Me, came out in 2007. A comic by the name of Doug Benson conducts an experiment where he stops using weed for 30 days and then he goes on a 30-day smoking binge after that. Honestly, all he did was clean his system up to get super messed up afterwards. Some smokers actually do that to clear their system out so they can get really messed up on the next, because their resistance goes up. So you could imagine. Like you're seeing here with my miscoordination. That's what happens when you get messed up. But yeah, that sounds like an interesting experiment. I don't know. It's happened to me where I had no choice, when I had no money, to be dry and sober for more than a month. So I know that first L afterwards must have hit him like a ton of bricks. But it hit me like it usually does. Even a small amount after a couple of months will hit you hard. Your system just only takes about a month, maybe 6 months for a heavy smoker for it to clear your system. But a light smoker takes about a month, 30 days. So not bad. Not bad at all. And pretty soon, that's not going to be an issue. So, like I said, check that out and enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy any of these movies, ever seen them, or seen them and loved them. You know, just let me know. All right. See you in the next one. And here we go. Number 2 is Grandma's Boy. Came out in 2006. When the rent can't be paid, video game creator Alex, played by Alan Covert, finds himself homeless and moves in with Lily, played by Doris Roberts, his quirky grandma. Lily and her elderly friends like to hang out in front of the TV all day. But them constantly being around put a hinder on Alex's social life and his ability to smoke. Honestly, if you want to smoke, you'll find a way. There's always a way. It's a Spot Star's anthem. Always a way. My favorite scene from Grandma's Boy has to be when the 3 ladies grabbed the weed and drank the tea and got fucked up. If you've never seen this movie, check it out. I recommend it. It is funny. It is seriously funny with the ladies. Just that scene alone makes it for me. I was laughing my head off with that. And there's probably a few familiar faces that pop up in the movie that you'll recognize. I kind of forget the names right now, but you've seen them in other movies. I think it's the dude from Superbad. I forgot his name. I think he makes it an appearance in there. But any which way, enjoy it. I really think you'll laugh your head off. All right. Another tidbit about Grandma's Boy is a little romantic part. Alex wants to date a coworker named Samantha, played by Linda Cardellini, I believe it's pronounced, but is distracted by a rivalry with another game designer. That those scenes are hilarious within themselves of the battle between them two. So just wanted to add that on. Well, guys, before we get to the number one, I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for sticking with me for these episodes. I do appreciate all of you, each and every one of you that watched, subscribed, liked, even disliked. It's your input that helps me grow as a YouTube channel, so I can give you what you want, what you would like to see. So please, guys, thank you for all your support, and if you get a chance, please, as always, beat up that like and subscribe button. This way you'll be notified. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified as well of upcoming episodes. So hit that bell as well. And thanks again, guys. Now back to the number one. Hope you enjoy it. Number one, Next Friday, came out in 2000. Of course, we had to throw this back in. Craig, played by Ice Cube, bails his friend out of trouble, and he survives a climatic confrontation with Debo, his nemesis from a previous. That's the local bully that ends up terrorizing everything. But in the end, he ends up with the girls. So, go Craig. The bully named Debo is back after 2 years in jail, released and bent on revenge. Craig's dad, played by John Witherspoon, another excellent comedian, fears that for his son's life and sends him to live with his uncle Elroy, played by Don D.C. Curry. Craig discovers trouble travels you anywhere you go, wherever you go, doesn't matter. So he still goes through trials and tribulations, trying to escape all this trouble. It just comes full circle. Karma's a bitch. But I think it's a funny movie, and I know you guys would enjoy it, so check it out. And that's it. Well, guys, we've come to the end of another episode. They're going fast. I had a lot of fun being with you guys, as always. I look forward to seeing you guys every week. And if not personally, at least in spirit through the video. I empathize and feel for you guys. So I appreciate all the energy you send to me. It helps me motivate to continue building better shows and more interesting topics. In time, there will be freestyles, special guests, expansions, just taking baby steps. I want to see who truly wants to be here to enjoy what I have to offer. A little bit of knowledge. But as always, sad to see you guys go, but I know this has to end. Thanks for smoking with me or spending time with me. As always, take care, be blessed, and I'll see you next week. Oh, and remember, the final installment to the Dead Fantasy series starts in a few. Well, guys, we've come to the end of this run with the Dead or Alive series. Dead Fantasy, I mean. Dead or Alive versus Final Fantasy. There will be Halo and Metroid coming up in the next one. That's another Monty Ohm special. And I also converted that to 3D. But like I said, if you guys want the VR version instead, let me know. I'll switch up what I'm doing if you want that type more than the 3D. I just did a little retro because it's easier for you guys to get these glasses than the VR goggles now. I just want to be, respectful of everyone's budget. These are a little easier to get. Nowadays you could get them on, I got this one on Wish for $1, so it is possible. Anyway, time to put on the 3D glasses. Last spark with you guys. To smoke my mind. And thanks again, guys, for staying this long to the end of the show. Enjoy the last installment of Dead Fantasy. And I'll see you next week. Take care, guys.